Tap the bell icon on the YouTube app to never miss out on unique stories from 101 India.
There's actually a restaurant in Brazil, and it's actually one of the top restaurants in the world. He serves tender part of the palm. He also serves ants. You've got to be shitting me. Wow. So two things that one of the best restaurants serves, y'all eat as a staple diet.
Yellapur in North Karnataka is one of those Indian towns where time seems to stand still. Famous for a couple of waterfalls and a lot of areca nut trees, one might be quick to write it off as just another scenic town with not as much to show. But look at it closely and you will uncover something truly unique about this town.
The wilderness of Yellapur happens to be home to a large number of the Indian African community called the Siddis, whom we've called India home for centuries now. And the reason I'm here is to discover how the combination of their unique history and living in isolation has shaped their cuisine. In the process, I'll be collecting recipes that would otherwise have gone unnoticed and undiscovered. Hello? Yes, I'm in the green shirt.
Taking me to the Siddhi settlements were Juje Jackie Hanodkar and his father-in-law, Kajitan Kambrekar. While Juje's life was the subject of one of 101 India documentaries, Mr. Kambrekar happens to be a widely respected member of the community. And it was him who gave me a little history lesson about the Siddhis of Yellapur.
Siddhis, at the time of Portuguese, means 16th century, Portuguese brought them to India as slaves and they left them in the forest pockets and they went back. The Siddhis remained here only in India only. They don't know what to do, where to go. And then they entered the forest pockets. So they are living still today in the forest.
Even though 500 years may have passed, the Siddhis still prefer to stay in the same forest settlements as they established after escaping Goa.
I want to know, where are we going to find all this food? Where are we going to?
Wait, our man is here. We'll pick him up.
Oh, nice.
He's here.
Come.
This is Srikanth, our local contact here. And with him and our travelling party, we finally entered the wilderness. First, the concrete roads gave way to unpaved ones, and then the unpaved roads turned into no roads at all.
I can see the road is getting more rugged, how long do you think it's going to take to...
No, just it is 2-3 kilometers, sir, but it is roads are like that. People, wherever the Siddhi lives, the same story.
It's all trails and tracks, right?
We make our own roads.
That's brilliant. Like you did with your history, you're making your own roads. It's the same thing. Beautiful.
He's telling that we have reached now.
We've reached?
Yeah, his house.
Oh wow, where is it?
It's here only, just here. We have walkable distance.
Take care. Well, come.
After a short walk through the heavy growth of areca nut trees, I finally got my first glimpse of the house that was going to be hosting me for the night.
Hey, finally we reached. We did, huh? Thank God.
It belonged to a family related to our local contact Srikanth, and as soon as I stepped in the house, I was made to feel right at home with an evening snack that couldn't have been fresher.
What's fantastic is that you can actually see that these are real honeycombs. They're not just the things that you buy at stores that are marketed as natural honey. This is natural honey. I mean, you literally press in and there's fresh honey dripping out. It's just amazing. Can't wait to try it.
Actually, honey is for Siddhis, actually, it is survival actually. If money is not there, then to eat something not there, sometimes 5 days, 1 week they survive on this.
I can eat this for days. Moving on from the fresh honey that you just gave us, what else do you guys make? What else unique?
There are many things like kurlis. That is kurli means scraps. Then we make tambli. Then this red ants chutney.
Red ant chutney. Like we are talking about red ants, the ones that...
Yeah, we make chutney.
Where do you get the red ants from?
In forest.
Oh my God. So are we going to be, is that something we can make today? Is that made fast?
Yeah, sure.
It was almost 5 in the evening, and according to our host Sanya, the best time to catch us some red ants.
Actually, to harvest 5 o'clock, it is right time, 5, 6. Because 5 o'clock, all the ants comes on the net actually.
Wow. Okay, so let's do it.
With a good old machete around his waist, Sanya led us into the woods to look for some red ants.
So Juje, how did the red ant chutney come into existence in Siddhi cuisine?
Because of lack of protein, because they live in forest and every time they won't get meat, protein food. Then maybe they, from ancestors, this past, maybe this is one source to take protein. Yeah.
Barely a few hundred meters into our walk, Sanya spotted what we were looking for.
At least something. That?
Yeah.
Before we could even get a proper view, Sanya was already up the tree and close to our dinner's main ingredient. One swift swipe of his machete and the red ant's nest came down.
Holy shit.
If I thought getting the ants down from the trees was going to be the tough part, boy was I wrong. Within a few seconds of the nest hitting the ground, the red ants were biting and crawling all over myself and my crew.
Shit's like everywhere, man.
We in our excitement had not anticipated that our dinner probably might just feast on us first.
She can't wait, it's all climbing on her hand. Oh, fuck. This is dangerous. Dancing. You just eat it?
Yeah, you can, no problem. See? Wow, it's tasty, man.
Really?
You can taste.
Almost like green pears. Holy shit.
Oh.
It gives amazing flavor. You can literally season a dish with just red ants. You can dry them, puree them, powder them, and literally sprinkle them on. And you get such a citrusy note to your food. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to taste what the red ant chutney tastes like. So I don't think the whole title of Wild Chef is what I deserve. I think this man here, he's the real Wild Chef for today. Uncle, thank you. Thank you for teaching me something new.
After climbing up a tree and suffering through the pain of countless ant bites, it was time to hit the kitchen.
Karan, now we are going to make red ant chutney.
Okay.
And you want to prepare?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah? Okay,
please.
Okay, she will help you.
A little coconut, onions, garlic, chilies and turmeric, all ground together with the ants. Some serious stone grinding later. Voila, the chutney is done.
Red ant chutney. Funny, everyone will think it's supposed to be red because they're red ants. Wow. There's a really, really strong note of coconut, but you get the red ants coming through perfectly. I think this would taste fabulous with rice. And literally just rice.
There was only one way to test that claim. Serve up some banana leaves and get eating.
चटनी
Super, huh? Super. This is probably one of the most simple yet flavorful meals I've had in almost in my entire life. I think I can safely say that. Juje, how can you surprise me any more than red ants? Like, what are we going to have tomorrow?
Tomorrow maybe we'll go river and we'll catch fish.
Okay, yeah.
And murdi bhaji and many things are there. Let's see tomorrow. Uncle is telling that today night they are going to put the fish net.
The fishing net.
This is definitely an interesting way to fish. Place the bait in the net out at night, have a good night's sleep, and then in the morning, let the catch surprise you. Well, I'm a sucker for surprises, and if tonight's dinner was any indication, tomorrow's lunch sure seemed to pack a lot of them.
So we placed the fishing nets out last night and it's time to see what fresh catch we have. Now that we've caught our meat, where are we going to find our vegetables? This is really unique, Juje, if I fall, you're the new host, yeah? You've got to be shitting me. Hey guys, if you'd like to hear more unseen food stories about India, visit our website 101india.com. subscribe to our YouTube channel, and like and share our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter posts. Cheaty ke liye. And sir.